In the city of Roanoke, Virginia, with a population of over 98,000, nearly 20% of those are of student age, and about 15% are enrolled in the public school. At our school of Hidden Valley, we have over 1,000 students, and we decided to interview some of our peers, teachers, and administration to hear their thoughts on the direction of public education.
I do not feel that I've been challenged by high school.
Kind of do a lot more lecturing, and it's up to you to be accountable for doing stuff, and then there's like a hard test, and from what I hear, that's what college is like.
Every politician these days has talked about testing, and it's gotten so exorbitant that we kind of fail to recognize that testing isn't going to solve our problems. And
by really focusing on what the outcome on a particular day at the end of the year is going to be, teachers, by necessity have to omit the human component of knowledge a lot of times. Like, what does it mean beyond just this next unit test? So yeah, but that's, it suffers, but we need to remember that it suffers. So as we keep going and developing as educators, and this is my personal goal, I always want to keep that extra beyond the test component as alive as possible, because that's why I'm there to teach, is to see that part grow, not to really just administer tests.
And they cared less about getting points in and like having homework and just doing lectures and like leaving it up to me to study. It made me feel like I needed to study more.
I think that the pressure the students feel from the standardized tests primarily drives them to be better test takers. The relationship with the information and the content, I think, is a little different. They understand principles. They remember things very well, but they tend, and I make a distinction here between knowledge and understanding.
I think part of the problem with the AP exam is that not all colleges accept it if you pass. And so it's no longer the motivational tool, or the motivational assessment that it should be if it was accepted. So I think some students do tend to look at that test and say, I need to do well in this class, so I do well on that exam. Others, it doesn't seem to be a motivating factor.
I think knowledge requires application, but I think with standardized testing, we tend to stop when you can put it down on paper. Applying it, going farther than what can be assessed in that testing environment is difficult, and I don't know if it improves that part, but you guys certainly can take tests like nobody's business.
The challenge that we find with our educators throughout the country is the purpose and the meaning and the use of tests. Standardized tests have a role to play, but I will tell you that in this country we have had such an obsession with standardized testing that we now know that we are over-testing our students, and we are using the tests for making high-stakes decisions, and those tests were not created for that purpose. Tests are used by teachers to inform their practice, to make changes based on what their students' needs are, and to ensure that every student is learning at the high level that we expect for all of our kids.
We're going to still need all these different people. If everybody is the same, we become cookie cutters, and I think life would be boring.
Definitely.
We want each person to be able to use their gifts, use their talents, because I believe everybody has been given. Everybody has talents. There are a lot of people that don't think they have them, and they do. It's just how do we cultivate them and draw them out. And the model of students working together and learning how to build a project and defend a proposal or defend research, that's what you're going to be doing in college. How do you write about it? How do you express it? How do you work together as a team and come up with a solution? I think the more we do that, the better prepared you're going to be for college. It's no longer just go in and take exams. I know a lot of recent college graduates who were in engineering or science-based classes, even the liberal arts. That the whole strategy in college is beginning to change more to one that is more communicative, more collaborative.
All of high school, it's helpful to have students learn how to work in a group along with learning the materials, because that's a skill that they're going to use a lot later in life.
I think we are on the verge of doing great preparation. I want us to enhance that. And even for students that aren't going to college, if we can get them into the career technical program and at least get them started towards certification, but we give them the job skill that when they become a graduate and they go out and they become an employee, they are able to offer solutions and provide their business owner good suggestions to be more effective. Isn't that what we want? Yeah, it is. And somebody that wants to be a part of the organization instead of the organization providing their need, it becomes a good mutual relationship.
Desire is everything, no matter what I do, no matter what song and dance I add to my curriculum, or no matter how I try to make it interesting and engaging and authentic, it comes down to whether or not the student wants to absorb it or participate in it. So yeah, I think the student-teacher relationship is it's a two-way avenue, and both participants need to be engaged and interested.
Current education isn't perfect, but it is becoming more aware of student individuality, because students must also care about the impact education has on their lives.
Which is why we also challenge you to become active in an issue that you care about.